This morning, we would see what some of the daily chores would be like for life in Mongolia. There I am at the generously provided home for us, and here's my bed. As you can see in this more traditional Mongolian one, the floors actually are not linoleum, but actually grass with some mats. So twice a day, the Mongolians will have to milk their horses to pretty much provide all the food that they have during the summertime. This process involves actually getting the foals out, having them start to take milk, and then pulling them away and then taking over the milking. One of my traveling companions actually has a pretty good video of the milking itself. Sorry I didn't have that on here, and apologize for the blurriness that I was getting used to my camera. That was our van driver's sister-in-law there handling the foal. Our guide described her as a strong Mongolian woman, and I believe that was an apt description. There's where they're taking the foals off to be put up in a line to start taking milk from the mothers. That man was our van driver's brother. He still lived in the homestead with their parents and his wife. That's our van driver's mother there in the long cloak. Couldn't imagine having to do this every day, twice a day, just to get the food.
They're all looking good.
But as you can see in the background, compared to where we were in the Orkhon Valley, there's absolutely no trees. The land, much of the year is very cold, and it's just not really good for farming crops and things like that as well. It's amazing the hardiness of these animals. I had an opportunity to go to Iceland, and actually only the horses, which are closely related to the Mongolian horses, are actually able to stay out during the winter. But here in Mongolia, there's really no place to hide. They are nomadic, and they move about 3 times a year, and then during the winter they're in a place that's sheltered from the wind. But it's got to be a really harsh existence. I mean, you're talking about temperatures sometimes that go to 60 below zero, and here we're dealing with a pretty warm day. Oh, the frustration. So most of the horses, particularly the ones that they're not riding, aren't as tame as what we would consider horses over here. So it's I was really kind of shocked by the amount of effort that it took to do this on a daily basis.
That must be that front girth, because a lot of them have that.
The family also had quite a number of cows. You can see some of the young cows there, and that's our van driver's father. We left and started to go back towards Karakorum City, and we have much steadier, well-constructed bridges here, but it's still not exactly like what you would think of in a modern nation. We went into a small town to get some supplies, some choco pies, and good things like that. There was actually a little shop there and freight containers where you could buy the parts you needed to build your own gear. Eventually we got to the dunes area, which was where we'd be staying our last night out in the wilds of Mongolia in our new gear hotel. And there they had the dromedary camels, the 2-humped camels that they have in Mongolia. It was kind of an odd time because they had lost their winter coat but hadn't grown their summer coat, so they were kind of naked camels. They were very, very dirty. My hands were black like soot. So there we are going out on camelbacks near the dunes. The dunes are actually sand that was blown there from the Gobi Desert very far to the south. And here I am showing you around on my quote-unquote steady cam. Sorry about the choppiness of this image. The audio was actually really bad, so I muted that out. It was just really windy. But you do get a chance to just see the sand dunes there. And the variety of the environment just in this small space was amazing. You had the dry dunes, you had grasslands, and you even had like almost like a pond or lake. It was pretty shallow, but it was where the water pooled. Just such a beautiful country. I'm so glad of the opportunity that I got to go there. Here's a camel that's not completely lost its winter coat, so that's more of what they look like normally. So the next morning we gathered our stuff together, got back in our van. We found a hostel that had an apartment, and we stayed there that night and got a nice shower. We hadn't really showered. And then we had to leave Mongolia, this land of endless skies and endless horizons. It's just a fantastic place to go, and if you have the opportunity, I highly encourage you to be able to go there, especially if you don't have any dependents. Safety is not 100% key there, but thanks so much for watching, and please like or subscribe and help support more videos. Thank you so much.